Action is underway at Lindsey Nelson Stadium in Knoxville. 2 on, 2 out right now in the top of the first. You can see that game over on ESPN News. You guys got a good one. Berkey, Dave Neal, back to you guys.
Thank you, Chris. This has been fun today. These super regionals.
Just never know.
You don't know. You do not know.
I mean, we got Evansville playing in a game 3 against no more national seed. You don't know.
Luke McNeely just plunks Olachuk to start things off here in the 13th. And a pinch runner entering the fray for the Clemson Tigers. Devin Parks, the freshman out of Fort Mill, South Carolina, going to run for Olachuk, who just had a second at-bat of the season. The first one he was out on strikes, and the second one got hit by a pitch.
I almost wonder if there was an injury there, or, you know, something for him to get a chance to play in this ball game. But hey, leadoff runner, they will take it here in the 13th.
Do you play for maybe a sac bunt to try to get a runner in second, or do you let Purify swing away here? Eric Backus has one left offensive timeout remaining, and he just took it.
Yeah, I think you bunt right here. Purify, I can't imagine he's running great after the collision last half inning. And you got the top of the order. You want to, if he's not running good, McNeely's sinker, the last thing you want is a double play ball right here. I think you go ahead, just because of I don't usually love the bunt with a runner at first base, but I think game situation here, it probably makes sense.
Well, these fans have hung in here. We're going on 5 hours. I say it again, these Clemson baseball fans have been clamoring for moments like this for a while. Go back to first.
Oh, no.
Got him.
Wow.
Donay came out of that crouch and threw a seed down to first.
And this is the risk you run. Anytime you get a runner on first base, he's trying to get a good secondary, trying to get a good jump. Devin Parks, a freshman. You know he wants to make sure he advances on a ball that's down, gets caught leaning towards second base. Donay, snap throw. Heyman with the snap tag, and he is out. Heyman does a nice job here. Position himself, let the ball travel. Look, he doesn't go too far out to catch it, and then snap.
He's out.
Parks right on the bill of the cap. Yeah.
This won't take long. Parks just came in the game. Oh, what a feeling that must be.
Yeah, that's rough. It's just a nice job of Heyman there. Don't search for the runner. Just catch that thing and swipe tag. You're already in front of the base because you were in a position to potentially field a bunt. So just catch that thing and swipe.
Yep, got him on the helmet right there.
Tag certainly beat the hand.
Again, they should just check with us.
The Dave Neal hotline would come in handy right now.
Yeah, this should go down as a confirmed out at first base. I have no idea why this takes so long. I mean, it was clear as day. What are we looking at?
I'd love to know.
One of these days we'll find out. See, I could have saved 2-3 minutes. Just call me. So Parks making that tough walk back into the dugout for the first out of the inning as he's picked off at first base, and this certainly changes things for Purify at the plate. He's ahead 1-0 at the count. Hits it high in the air out to left. Shellnut will make the catch. 2 down. And here's the top of the lineup and Alden Mathis. Mathis today 0 for 6. Came into the game hitting .313. His average at .305 now. Base is empty and 2 outs. Hinderlighter's on deck. Then it's Blake Wright and Cam Canarella. One and 2 now to Mathis. Luke McNeely, a freshman right-hander, on the mound. Deep to right. That one is gone. Clemson has the lead. Mathis was 0 for 6 and just gave his team the 1-run lead. It's the Tigers' 4th home run of the afternoon.
Well, the do factor was heavy with Mr. Mathis. As you said, Dave, it's been a rough afternoon, but you can't keep a good man down too long. A no-doubter, a sinker that did not sink, and that one gets launched. And I don't know if the bat spike was too much or what we have here, but it looks like there's a meeting to discuss an ejection.
Jack Leggett has even come out of the dugout for Clemson. I think they just threw out Alden Mathis for that bat flip, toss, whatever it was. Now, both teams had been warned. So obviously, umpires on high alert. Teams had been warned about behaviors such as that. The question becomes, what crosses the line?
When Jack Leggett was like way out of the dugout, and then Eric Bakich came out, he had to get the crowd revved up. They are, I don't know if it's Mathis. If it's Mathis, he. Uh-oh, he just retreated.
Again, I wish we had better communication. I mean, at this point, it's very disappointing with so much going on that we really don't have any contact with our umpires, and he just threw Eric Bakich out of the game, too. I do know that happened. So I assume, and I hope to get some clarification, that Alden Mathis was the one they threw out earlier, and Eric Bakich still trying to get out to Billy Van Raphorst. Boy, Eric's got to be very careful here. I mean, he's...
See Nick Schnabel in there trying to... So this is what we do know. Clemson's up 1. Eric Bakich has been thrown out of the game.
Somebody else was thrown out earlier.
Yes, but we don't know that part yet.
We got to clean this up. Hopefully the NCAA is listening. This stuff going on, we got to clean this up. If our game wants to be better, we got to clean this up. Communication. I don't know who got thrown out before Coach Bakich. I wish I could give some definitive answers. I'm just assuming it's probably not the greatest to assume this, but it's got to be Mathis over the bat flip. We're in a super regional in a dire situation, and we can't figure this out, and I apologize for that. That's our NCAA representative talking to Billy Van Raphorst down the first baseline. As soon as she gets that information, this is what we're doing in today's world of technology. This is how we're getting our information. Okay, so now we have some clarification. There were 2 ejections. It was Coach Jack Leggett and Coach Eric Bakich. Alden Mathis is still available for this game. He was not. And both coaches will be suspended for 2 games now for their ejections. That one's foul back. Jacob Hinderleiter looked at 93s behind 1 and 2. Wow, how about Coach Bakich and Coach Leggett getting thrown out?
That's a lot to take in. I mean, the meeting after the home run, you just assume there's something that happened in the celebration that would warrant the meeting.
There's Jimmy Bellinger, who will take over the reins. That one is caught by the second baseman, Cade Curlin, and the inning is over. But Clemson 3 outs away from forcing a game 3. We're heading to the bottom of the 13th.
This time I use talk. My use they use talk.
It's so on.
Orlando, Angel City.
Let's show them how we do it, guys.
KC, baby. KC, baby. Historic goal. Won't you finish?
It's so on.
Are you
I'm holding on to a narrative with my boyfriend that doesn't serve me anymore.
And what is that?
That I'm not good enough.
Based on a true story.
Someone stood directly above and shot her. Look up the girlfriend, yoga teacher. We can place her in the murder.
This is the biggest case in Texas.
I love you. It's never gonna change.
Yoga Teacher Killer, the Caitlin Armstrong story. Premieres Saturday at 8. Part of Truly Unbelievable Movies, a ripped from the headlines event. Only on Lifetime.
Halliday presents Itchy Allergy Eyes versus Weed Whacker Guy. And the winner is Extra Strength Halliday. It relieves itchy eyes fast and works all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause the itch. Halliday! Bring it on!
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor. I would help kids get better and make everything super fun.
If your child is sick over and over again, it could be PI, a defect of the immune system that affects millions. Early testing can give children a chance to dream.
I mean, if it could happen in a baseball game, I'm talking about, you name it. It has happened here in the last 5 hours now. It has been one of the most incredible baseball games, and we're heading to the bottom of the 13th inning with Clemson looking for their 26th come-from-behind win of the season. This one would force a deciding Game 3 tomorrow right here in Clemson, South Carolina. We've had players ejected. We've had home runs, unbelievable catches.
Two coaches ejected.
Two coaches ejected. A near fight down the first baseline. It's just been incredible is the best way to say it. Just an incredible baseball game. Luke Heyman to lead things off. It's 5, 6, and 7 for the Gators here. Heyman, Shelnut, and Thomas are a combined 1 for 14. Ground ball to the left side. Hinderliner can't come up with it, and the Gators have their leadoff man on base. The first hit of the day for Heyman. He's now 1 for 7. Alden Mathis was 0 for 6 until he went yard to give his team the 1-run lead.
Yeah, the do factor's a real thing, and Tyler Shelnut fits in that category.
Tyler Shelnut 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts and a walk. That one's off the plate. Ethan Darden, who has been a starter for this Clemson team. Time called at the plate. Darden in relief. Fouled off at the plate by Shelnut.
That sinker is nasty right now. And that thing is, you know, Heyman was able to get enough of it to squeak it through the hole, but good enough to strike out Kaggs, good enough to strike out Shelton. The double play is always a possibility with that two-seamer.
That one's shot out into left field. That's a base hit. They'll be at first and second now. So Shelnut will be at first. Heyman is at second. And here comes Dale Thomas, the senior third baseman. Another guy in this lineup who hasn't swung it very well this year, but does have a base hit this afternoon.
They decided to pinch run for Luke Heyman. Interesting they didn't do that immediately, because that's a ball that I think a lot of people would have gone first to third on, a ball deep into the left center field gap. Heyman thought about it, put on the brakes, but they will go pinch runner here. And now the Tigers have their hands full.
It's Jalen Guy, the senior out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Transfer in from Liberty. Will be out at second base now.
Interesting decision right here, Dave, is this ball is dead in the gap, and you can see Heyman thought about it right here. No, put on the brakes, probably wise with no outs. But after that, the Gators decide to go to one of their reserve outfielders just to make sure if it's a ball that you need an extra step of speed, they have it on the base pass. And now if you're Clemson, you're talking all kinds of bunt defensive strategies right here. Florida's thinking about all the different options they can do. And of course, we've already seen what happens when runners get a little aggressive with their secondaries. You always got to be aware of a guy bunting through a ball and a back pick happening right here.
Nobody out and 2 on. Let's not forget the old hidden ball trick somewhere in here. Clemson's already pulled one of those off in the regional last week. Dale Thomas with 5 sacrifice bunts, which leads the team. He will square up, pull the bat back on ball 1.
Good late take right there by Dale Thomas. That ball just off the plate. Of course, in a perfect world, you'd love to be able to bunt this ball down the third baseline. And you got a freshman with Claddy at first base. He really needs to be uber aggressive coming downhill.
I think that little girl was a little upset with that last call. There's the bunt. Play's going to be to first. Thomas does his job and gets the runners over to second and third now. And Brody Donay coming to the plate. The Gator catcher with a home run earlier today. Back in the 6th inning, launched one out of this ballpark.
Yeah, it's big-time power. And this one was about as easy as you will ever see a right-hander run one out of a ballpark to the backside gap. A no-doubter off the top of the bleachers there in right center field, end up hitting the hitting facility, and they're going to put him on, set up the double play. Of course, speedy Michael Robertson here can really run, and that makes the double play very difficult. And now with the force out, the safety squeeze becomes, or suicide squeeze even becomes very difficult because it's a force out and not a tag out at the plate.
Michael Robertson, who's the 9-hole hitter. He is 1 for 5 today with a couple of strikeouts. So what's going through Robertson's mind now? What's he trying to do at the plate?
Well, I saw Chuck Geralman just motion to him, get the ball up, right? He got Kaggs and Shelton with sinkers down. So you got to get the ball up and get it to the outfield.
There it is. That's going to drop in, and the Gators are going to walk it off. They're going to Omaha. They win it 11-9. Florida picks up the 11-10 victory in one of the most dramatic baseball games you will ever see.
Just incredible. An incredible baseball game, a marathon with so many highs and lows for both teams. And for the University of Florida, a team that was the only 3 seed out of a conference that got 11 teams in the NCAA tournament, 13-17, 1 game above 500 entering the postseason. And they are going to the College World Series for the 9th time under Kevin O'Sullivan. What a run.
A team that barely got into this NCAA tournament. And Michael Robertson delivers the winning base knock to give Florida this 11-10 victory.
Get the ball up, right, Dave?
That's
Get it up.
Yep.
Michael Robertson gets the ball up and absolutely smokes it in the backside gap. A no-doubter double the moment it left his barrel. Clemson left shell-shocked as they emptied their guts out on this field here today. At some point, somebody was going to have to lose this ball game, but it was a championship effort by the Tigers. But how about them Gators? Unbelievable.
We talk about the come-from-behind wins, the dramatic wins from Clemson all season long. Let's not forget the Gators have now done it 19 times. 12 of their 13 SEC victories were come-from-behind style. And they pull it off here.
And you can't forget the effort by Brandon Neely.
No.
But what he did now what ends up being the middle part of this game will be stuff that they talk about in this program for a very long time. And the Florida Gators have won 9 straight Super Regionals under Kevin O'Sullivan. 9 in a row.
So the Gators become the first SEC team to make it to Omaha. Another trip for Kevin O'Sullivan and his crew. They know that landscape quite well. Who will be next? Only time will tell. Just an amazing 5 hours and 5 minutes of baseball that really had everything you could want. And some things maybe you didn't want.
Yeah, that's right.
13 hits and 10 runs, not enough for Clemson. Florida wins it 11-10. Cam Canarella, what an unbelievable story for him, and it just wasn't enough. The drama he provided was quite amazing. But the Gators found a way, and they win 2 games here in Clemson.
Found a way is right. The offense, 10 runs yesterday, 11 runs today. The pitching just enough to get them over the hump.
The first time these two teams have met here in Clemson since 1930, and the first time they have squared off, period, since 1983. The Gators win it. Kevin O'Sullivan coming back to a place he coached for 9 years before getting the Florida head job. 9 straight Super Regionals. They lost their first one and have rolled 9 in a row.
Kevin O'Sullivan been coaching the Gators 17 years. They've been Omaha 9 times. Absolutely amazing.
That's a heck of a program over there at Clemson, by the
way. They're far from done. They will be back. Hosted a regional last year, won, and hosted a regional this year. This is a program that just getting going under Eric Bakich.
We are waiting to get Kevin O'Sullivan on the headset. And I think he has grabbed one, and he is turning around. There's so much going on down there. Sully, what in the world? Just try to tell me what that one felt like.
It was just back and forth, and really had a tough decision to make with Green, Neely back in. Really tried to get through the 8th inning there and just use it for the 9th, and obviously we weren't able to do that. But we show a tremendous amount of resiliency and beat an outstanding Clemson team, and just awfully proud of our players.
So only you guys know how hard this year's been. Only you know. Can you try to put it into words for us, the grind to get to this team to this point?
Yeah, I mean, Chris, this it's a long season for a reason, and our guys just kept fighting and fighting and fighting, and we had our inconsistencies early in the year because our pitching was very young. But you got Luke McNeely out there, to finish the game, right? And we just continued, like I said, just to stay the course, and it was an up and down season, but we did what we needed to do at Georgia, win 2 out of 3, and here we are.
Jack Caglione has been a part of so many great moments and victories with you. Can you just put into perspective what he has meant for this journey, this ride, for this team?
I mean, honestly, everything. And that was one of the messages about 3 weeks left in the season. I had talked to the team, said, what a shame it would have been for us not to get in the postseason with the season Jack had, right? So he pitched his tail off today. It was hot, and we certainly would not be where we're at without him.
So you've been coaching a long time, and a lot of big leaguers, a lot of guys that'll go down with legendary clutch performances. Where do you rank Brandon Neely after this postseason run?
I'll tell you what, he's the one who came up to us and said he wanted the ball if we had a lead, you know. And then once we were all in, we were all in. So obviously he wouldn't have been available tomorrow, but we still had Liam Peterson. I think he threw 52 in his start yesterday. And we had, you know, probably Fisher Jameson. But, you know, Clemson was probably going to be in a similar situation with their pitching. So once we brought him in, that was it.
Coach, you've been to Omaha a bunch. I mean, this is nothing new for you guys, but it seems like this one might have a little special, just the way the season unfolded. I mean, is this as sweet as it's been?
It's sweet right now. I know we got a lot of criticism throughout the year, but you know, right now, but you know, all the teams, it's really hard to get to this point, you know, and have to go on the road in Oklahoma State last weekend, who was an outstanding team on the road, and then turn around and have to come to Clemson. The fans, the atmosphere was just outstanding this weekend, and yeah, I mean, it's certainly exciting right now, but you know, we're going to let this one savor here just a little bit.
All right, buddy. Listen,
I can't see Jack. So
yeah, here we go. Hey, Sully, we'll let you go, buddy. Enjoy it, man. Talk to you.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, Jack. He's easy to see coming around.
Yeah, exactly. He's not hiding from anybody.
He can't sneak up on anybody.
No. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for everything.
Congrats. You got it, buddy. Boy, what a job. What a job. I mean, to keep it together and get to this point. They're going back to Omaha.
Who'd have thunk it? You know, if you watched them enough, you could see that it was possible. But could they do it for a longer stretch of time than they showed the glimpses of throughout the year? And you got to give some of the role players. Cags gets a lot of the love. But, man, Michael Robertson, what a big swing of the bat. Congrats to the Gators.
Florida wins it in 13 innings, 11-10 over the Clemson Tigers. They're heading to Omaha. What a weekend it has been. So, for Chris Burke, our entire ESPN crew, I'm Dave Neal saying so long for the final time from Doug Kingsmore Stadium here in Clemson, South Carolina. Congrats to the Florida Gators. Time to get you to Knoxville with Clay Matvick and Greg Olson.
Tennessee, welcome to Knoxville. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Clay Matvick. If you're just tuning into us, you've missed a lot. 3 Tennessee home runs. 1 in the first, 2 here in the second. Evansville got the scoring started with an unearned run in the top of the first. 3 unanswered by the Volunteers. Winner to Omaha. And this is Cal Stark at the plate for Tennessee. Kevin Reed, the starting pitcher for Evansville. His fastball's been a little flat, and Tennessee has jumped on it at times.
Yeah, and he's missed some location. Needs to get the ball down. Been trying to work these righties in. Wes Carroll's just hoping to use Reed as an opener, get through the lineup one time. His bullpen has been expended these last 2 days.
3 balls and 1 strike to Cal Stark, the Tennessee catcher. 3-2. Stark 1 for 7 here in the Super Regionals with 4 strikeouts, including yesterday with the bases loaded in the 9th. But last weekend he was great in the regional, hit 3 homers and drove in 5. Mashed but foul. Tennessee, the #1 national seed, second time in 3 years, still haunted by that Super Regional upset by Notre Dame a couple of years ago. A loss tonight would be even a worse defeat, and they all know it. Got upset yesterday by Evansville after building a 4-0 lead, lost 10-8. And he walked him. So here are the 3 Tennessee homers if you're just joining us. Christian Moore, his 31st of the year, a no-doubter. Here in the second inning, Dean Curley with 1 out into left field. And then off the scoreboard, His first at bat of the Super Regional, Dalton Bargo hits a home run to make it 3-1.
This is what we've seen a lot of so far in this Super. 10 home runs so far this week for Tennessee.
And this is going to get to the backstop. Stark now in scoring position for Christian Moore. The thing is, the last couple of days, Greg Olson, we've seen a lot of solo home runs for Tennessee, and that's part of the reason that the Aces were able to climb back into the game yesterday.
Yeah, and the Aces have actually out-hit Tennessee 22-17. Not a whole lot of singles, a lot of solo shots.
Fans chanting, "Let's go, SEMO." Christian Moore, one of the semifinalists for the Golden Spikes Award, just an amazing year. Led the SEC in all the Triple Crown categories. This is likely the last time these Volunteer fans get to see Christian Moore in a Tennessee uniform here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
Yeah, he has been an amazing player. I mean, just to run through it, to win the SEC Triple Crown is remarkable.
And he walked him. Kevin Reed walking 2 straight. And now Moore just egging the crowd on.
I gotta believe that would probably be the last hitter unless they're going to try to do the lefty-lefty matchup with Blake Burke. The Burke hit the ball extremely hard in the first inning.
And there will be a pitching change. Wes Carroll making a call to the Evansville bullpen. 2-run innings so far for Tennessee, and the Vols looking for more.
Known for nights to remember, known for creating memories, known for strong family ties. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 17 types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers. One of those cancers is a kind of bladder and urinary tract cancer called advanced urothelial cancer. Keytruda may be used with the medicine enfortumab vedotin in adults when your bladder or urinary tract cancer has spread or cannot be removed by surgery.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
The NCAA Baseball Super Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? And in part by Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. 3-1 Tennessee over Evansville as the Volunteers hit here in the bottom of their second inning at Lindsey Nelson. Game 3 of this Super Regional. He's Greg Olson. I'm Clay Matvick. This has been entertaining the last few days. Winner is on to Omaha. Evansville pulled an upset yesterday. It will be just a little footnote in college baseball history, or it's going to be something even bigger if they can win again here tonight.
Eerily similar to what happened yesterday so far. 3 solo shots for Tennessee. They take the lead. Well, yesterday, Evansville came from behind, starting in the 5th inning, scored 10, and blew the doors open and held on a late Tennessee rally. But Evansville's not afraid, and these guys can swing it.
Well, Evansville's had to go to the bullpen already. Nick Smith coming on for the second time in 2 days. He threw 52 pitches yesterday.
Well, it's all hands on deck, and I'm kind of shocked to see him out there. I was shocked to see him pitch yesterday, come in the 7th inning, trying to lock down that game when they were up 6 runs over Tennessee. Threw really well the first 2 innings, and then strike zone got a little bit tight. He got a little bit tight and ended up coming out in the 9th, giving up 3 runs.
Two on. Blake Burke at the plate. Here's the line for Nick Smith. 2 innings, couple of hits, 3 earned runs. He walked 3. This is lofted down the line. On the left, it's going to get on a play for Burke. Blake Burke, a single. And it turned into 2 bases as Harrison Taubert in right field had to get behind him all the way to the wall. There you see the base runners. Stark at second, Moore at first. Pitch from Nick Smith. Fastball sits off the plate. So you've been a pitcher your entire life. And when you're asked to turn around that fast, and that was your job in the major leagues, you were a relief pitcher. What's the key in between appearances?
You know what, moving back this fast, I mean, Nick Smith's been a starter. I was a reliever. If I went 52 pitches, I was in trouble coming back the next day. He's got to be really stiff and sore. He threw a lot. It was high intensity. Game was on the line, so there's going to be some stiffness, soreness.
Down the line, that's fair. Just past Witter. Against the shift, Burke delivers. Throw gets away. It's now 4-1. Man, that was just a little punch job by the big man. He sprays it all over the field. We have seen him do that here this weekend.
Yeah, backdoor cutter, hits it against the shift, just leans out and shoots it. It's just great piece of hitting. It's all he's trying to do. He's not fooled by the pitch. He's trying to let it get deep and shoot it to left field. This is the exact part of the lineup that Nick Smith faced last night in the 9th inning when everything got away from him.
5th run batted in for Burke. Now Amick. Billy Amick. 314, 22 homers, 61 runs batted in. The transfer from Clemson. Popped out in foul ground to the right fielder Taubert his first time up. On Friday, we saw him hit one halfway up the light standard in left field.
Very talented transfer from Clemson. Moves right into the 3-hole here at Tennessee.
Two balls and a strike.
Back to Nick Smith, though, coming back the next day after you've thrown the night before. You know that your stuff's not as good, so you have a lot more focus. You're focused on location.
Comebacker. And the shift was on. McGinnis will throw to first to get the out, but Moore scores. And it's now 5-1. So productive out for Billy Amick.
Carroll said these guys are going to shift a lot. It has been very effective so far this Super Regional. This one saves a single up the middle. And possibly another run with the runner on third base.
Kevin Reed got the first out of the inning. 4 runs here since then. That's the second out, and this is Dreiling. Dreiling, the even-keeled outfielder from Hays, Kansas. was the regional MVP last week. Went 7 for 13 with a couple of bombs and 3 runs batted in. Flew out to left his first time up tonight. Ball and a strike. Another guy who has had a terrific draft eligible year. Just a sophomore, but he's draft eligible. His first team All SEC. If you're wondering why this game is just in the second inning, we had about an hour rain delay. Scheduled to start at 6 o'clock local time. It didn't get underway until after 7.
Certainly didn't scare off any Vols fans.
No, it didn't. Popped up. Mark Schallenberger has been in left field for the Aces. He's got it. And the inning is finally over for Evansville. But Tennessee scores 4 in the inning, and it's 5-1 here in Game 3.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Every shelter pet deserves a second chance, and you're making it possible for thousands of them every day. Because every time you feed your pet Hills, you help feed a shelter pet, which helps make them healthy and happy and more adoptable, changing their life forever so they can change yours. Science did that.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Super Regionals presented by Capital One. Here in Knoxville, it's now 5-1 Tennessee, but don't count out these Evansville Purple Aces. Look at this, 12 wins coming back from 3 runs or more down this year. It's matching Georgia Tech for the most comeback wins of that fashion this year. And all 10 of their runs and all 13 of their hits came after the 4th inning yesterday.
And their offense opened up, knocked Drew Beam out of the game. They came back from a 5-2 deficit in game 1 to tie it up.
You can see why Wes Carroll just loves this group.
They never quit. They don't care that they're not supposed to be here. They don't care that they weren't supposed to win yesterday. It's a veteran group looking for one last run.
They have represented the Missouri Valley Conference so well and trying to pull off one huge upset here tonight and punch a ticket to Omaha. Mark Schallenberger, Kip Fugers, and Chase Hugg here in the third inning, I should say, against Xander Sechrist. There's a run up on the board for Evansville, but it's unearned. Schallenberger struck out looking his first time up.
He's just different. He's had an unbelievable year, still hitting .381, but he's just unable to pull the trigger.
It's a little chopper here to the right side. Charging is Christian Moore. Beautiful play. Remember that similar play on Friday night, he booted.
They gave it an error, and he just kind of struggled after that error, but man, this is a full-on effort. Sprint straight into the ball, great throw.
So Christian Moore has brought his A game here tonight, no doubt about it. Kip Futures comes up for the second time. He struck out his first time up. Futures has homered in 9 of the last 11 games. This guy has been on an absolute tear. The Indiana transfer has 22 bombs on the year and a 15-game hitting streak. But he's behind in the count, 0-2.
He's hunting a slider. He really is. He will do that. He will go up there hunting a pitch. Now with 2 strikes, obviously he can't. He's got to get defensive on that fastball.
That's where Cal Stark wanted it. Xander Sechrist took a no decision a week ago tonight in the region final. But he's looking sharp so far. 2 down.
Those are big, 2 big outs, answering a 4 spot in the bottom of the second. Those are Evansville's 2 best guys. This is just a nice breaking ball. Starts off in the left-handed batter's box, sweeps back in. Second time Futures is punched out on that same pitch.
Here's his line from tonight. No earned runs. That's his 4th strikeout as he deals to Chase Hugg, who reached on an infield single, the first hit of the game for Evansville. Sechrist, no runs that were earned. 4 hits in 4 2/3 his last time out against Southern Miss. Only threw 70 pitches. And again, took a no decision, but pitched well. And of course got great run support as Tennessee clinched the regional. This is flipped out of play.
And a little run at the end of the SEC break where he really struggled. He had 4 straight weeks, threw 11 innings in those 4 straight weeks. Total, gave up 16 hits, 10 runs, but since then, what you talked about, really gotten back on track.
2-1 pitch. 2-2.
We talked about it. Somebody needed to step up on the Tennessee pitching staff. And you could see Sechrist was a little frustrated in the first inning on an error on the first play of the game.
Hugg to Moore. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Sechrist. And Tennessee wants to bury the memory of 2022 in Notre Dame here tonight.
The game is changing, but what drives the game never will. What you have inside. It refuses to be ignored. It sweats everything. It turns an athlete into a legend. It demands respect. The game will always change, but it never will. Gatorade, is it in you?
Get 2 or more favorites for just $6.99.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that chocolate chippy, dippy, drippy, Papa wingin'. Pair of pizza with your favorite sides for $6.99 each. Papa John's.
What's up?
Who are you?
I'm your inner child. Get in. Listen, what you really need in life is some freaking torque. Oh yeah, man. Horsepower keeps you going, but torque gets you going. Oh, now we're torquing.
I love car puns.
Oh, I know. Power shot.
The Dodge Hornet RT, the totally torqued out crossover.
Ordering the same pizza from the same place and getting the same pizza from the same place? But wait, there's Marco's! Marco's makes fresh dough every day at every store. Try the Pepperoni Magnifico with classic and crispy cupped pepperoni, just $9.99. But wait, there's Marco's!
2022 is a year that a lot of Tennessee baseball fans want to forget about, even though it was a remarkable year. 47 wins, the #1 national seed for the first time in program history. Swept through the Knoxville Regional, but then Notre Dame came to town. Link Jarrett, the head coach at the time, and Tennessee was upset. And now, as it would happen, the #1 national seed again, Second time in 3 years. And after yesterday, haunted by that super regional upset a couple of years ago again. And tonight, trying to put that memory to bed.
And you could see the tension today. It was a little evident in the dugout by watching the infield. Tennessee was a little tense. The first ball of the game gets booted at shortstop.
Hensley, ground ball, left side. Simon Sherry throws across, 1 up, 1 down for Nick Smith. And as it would play out, Link Jarrett, the Florida State Seminoles, have punched a ticket to Omaha. So the winner of this Super Regional here in Knoxville will play the Noles at the College World Series in the first game. Virginia, North Carolina, they're in. Earlier, Florida, 2-run walk-off single by Michael Robertson, putting the Gators in the College World Series.
Evansville needs somebody, and they're hoping it's going to be Nick Smith to step up and put a couple zeros up on the board. That's what happened yesterday. Jacob Myers came in, went 3 innings, got Evansville into the dugout so they could get up there and hit.
1 strike pitch to Tears, and he fans on it. 90 miles an hour from Smith. And I'll tell you, that's a pretty good pitch.
It's almost identical to what he was throwing yesterday when he was fresh.
It's amazing. Look what the Pen did yesterday. 7 2/3, only 4 hits. Walked a few guys, 8 walks, but they struck out 6, and they held it together with duct tape and baling wire.
Well, 3 of those runs from the bullpen came in the 9th inning with nobody out, and it got really tense around here.
That's low to Tears, 2-2. Tears a ground out to second base his first time around. Some nervous Evansville fans, some nervous Tennessee fans. They know what's at stake here tonight. Swung on and missed, and that's a strikeout for Nick Smith. That's his first K. Men's College World Series begins Friday, 45th consecutive year. It's on ESPN. For more information, go to ncaa.com. We're home for all 90 NCAA championships. Alongside the 1989 American League Rookie of the Year and Auburn graduate. You did get a diploma, I think.
I did.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
30 years after I left, but yes.
He's Greg Olson on Clay Matfick. You're at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. The rain has moved out. Still a little muggy, but much better than it was about 2 hours ago. We've got the grills running again, and the place is packed as it has been all year. They set an attendance record during game 1 of the Super Regional, over 6,500 here. Yesterday fell a little short of that. We'll see what the number is when it's all counted tonight. This is Dean Curley at the plate, and he's going to have a hitter's count. Curley, the home run with 1 out in the second inning, the first of 2 in a row. Bargo backed him up with another one. Next year, they're going to be able to shoehorn even more people in here because they're going to expand this stadium. This is Curley's home run from the second inning. And the 3 homers by Tennessee tonight, Greg, no doubters.
No doubt. Yeah.
No question about them.
A couple of the outfielders didn't even really need to move. They were so far gone.
Curley went back to the dugout.
Get a little bit more pine tar on the bat.
Swung on and missed. It didn't help him. A couple of strikeouts for Nick Smith. That is a good sign for the Aces of Evansville. A 1-2-3 inning for Smith.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Right now, you can get any size of our new Groovy Fries and Groovy Sauce for $1. Wait, who would get the small? Okay, that makes no sense. Get any size groovy fry for $1. Live free, eat Sonic.
Looking for a smarter way to mop? Try the Swiffer Power Mop. An all-in-one cleaning tool with a 360-degree swivel head that goes places a regular mop just can't. Mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Cream on the left. I program you to think for yourself, my boy.
You sure that's a good idea?
What's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna twist on it.
Hello, Father. Yeah, absolutely not.
It's perfect.
These days, everyone's staring at screens and watching their spending. Good vision is more important than ever, but so is saving. That's why America's Best includes a free eye exam when you buy 2 pairs of glasses for just $79.95. Book an exam online today.
This summer's hottest blockbuster isn't a movie. It's a spicy new wrap from Jimmy John's, starring ghost pepper cheese and introducing firecracker chips. The reviews are in. This summer, it's gonna be a hot one. Jimmy John's new firecracker wrap.
Sup?
Who are you?
I'm your inner child. Get in. Listen, horsepower keeps you going, but torque gets you going. Oh, now we're torquing.
The Dodge Hornet RT, the totally torqued out crossover.
Evansville fans have had reason to dance this weekend. They're playing on Sunday with a chance to go to Omaha in the College World Series. Regional 4 seeds and have made it to Omaha recently. Oral Roberts just last year upset the Ducks in the Super. Stony Brook, who can forget that one, upset LSU and Alec Box. And then Fresno State, of course, upset Arizona State in the Super Regionals. And the Bulldogs won it all that year. That was an amazing run by Fresno State. And Wes Carroll has done a beautiful job with the Aces over his 16-year career. This is a check swing by Brent Witter, and he did go around, says Dave Susi. Remember, Greg, this is the inning where Evansville started its comeback yesterday.
They were getting no hit by Rich Beam, and they were able to get to him, and then they opened it up in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And I am sure they are well aware of what happened yesterday. Their comeback from game 1. They're not stressed. They just need somebody to go out there and put up some zeros. And so far, Nick Smith has done the job.
The 1-2 to Witter, and he just kind of hooks it foul. Witter had the RBI single in the first, accounting for the Aces' only run here tonight. Evansville had 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, and 4 in the 6th. And that would be enough yesterday. Two and two. Speaking of Wes Carroll, Greg, he really credits this guy at the plate, Brent Witter, in helping turn the program around. He's one of the 11 grad students or seniors on this roster. And he'll sky this one to center. Ensley making the catch. Well, we've got game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals tomorrow, 8 Eastern time on ABC. Panthers up 1-0 after that shutout win on Saturday night. Coverage begins with The Point at 7 on ESPN2. And we talked about it so many times about Evansville over the course of the last 3 days. When you've got a team that averages 22 years of age, a lot of 23 and 24-year-old guys on the roster, it makes it much easier to coach.
Well, these are grown men that are putting in their, possible last days of playing baseball, and they are relishing this moment.
Here's Cal McInnes. He's one of the young ones on the team, just a junior. A transfer from Bradley. He has been a terrific fit with this team, and he's had a really good series. He's driven in 5 runs here in the Super Regionals.
He has been the spark that has gotten all the rallies going, and it's been him hitting a 2-run home run in game 1, him hitting a 2-run home run in game 2.
That's off the plate. Sechrist He's trying to coax the umpire into calling a strike. Now he wants to do baseball.
I think it was outside. You can see Stark pulled it back in. Kind of looking at Sechrist going, don't walk away too far because you don't want to show up that home plate umpire and have that zone get tight.
Flicked out into center, sinking, coming on is Ensley, and he's not going to have it. One out base runner for Evansville.
What Sechrist has done very well so far today is using his off-speed stuff at the bottom of the zone. It's been a sweeping slider. It's been a nice changeup down. That one was a changeup down, and you can see McGinnis way out front, just flicks it into center field.
Ensley was trying hard early on to come up and make that catch, realized he couldn't, and he did the right thing. We saw what happened earlier to Harrison Taubert when he misplayed a ball and got all the way to the wall. And it led to an extra base for Blake Burke. Now here's a ground ball left side. Amick to second for one. Are they going to get a run out there? No. Safe. Now there's going to be an argument from Christian Moore that it was an out and he was making the transfer, but that's not what the second base umpire Greg Charles is saying.
I don't think it was on the transfer. I think he just flat dropped the ball on the throw. The throw was just a little bit offline, but Moore hasn't quite been himself. He started out this game with a home run, thought, okay, he's kicking it back in. No, he just flat dropped that.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's the second error for Moore this weekend.
Look at McGinnis was breaking down on his slide, ended up 4 feet short and then scrambling to get back to the bag.
Willie Mays Hayes moment here.
Slides a couple feet short, and then he's like, I got to scramble to get to the bag because I still haven't touched it yet. If Moore beats me to the bag, it's a force out.
One strike to Taubert. And now Cal Stark wants to go out and talk to his pitcher with 2 on here and 1 out.
That's the veteran that Stark is. He's an elite defender, and now he is out there trying to get Sechrist to settle down. Second error of the game already has cost him a lot of pitches. Been there, I completely understand it. You get a little bit frustrated. You cannot show emotion. You don't want to show your player up. You try to pick him up. That's what he's doing right now. I got you. And then you got to pull it together. As hard as it is when your defense is letting you down and you feel like you're just carving it up.
4th Tennessee error here in the Super Regional. 1-1. Here's a guy that Evansville would like to see come alive before this Super Regional is over. The native of Casper, Wyoming, Harrison Taubert. McGinnis at second, Horde at first. 1 down. The left-hander delivers. Line. Moore makes a great catch. That was destined for right field and probably a base hit, and Moore stole it. And that's why Sechrist wanted to lift Christian Moore before it was too late.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a great athletic play. Now he picks his pitcher back up. Sechrist is going to turn and look at him and go, thank you.
And Sechrist knows how much of an emotional leader Christian Moore is. They need Simo. They need him to have his mind right. Swinging at the first pitch is Rumsey, and it's going to get out of play. Rumsey back in the lineup for Evansville. Left-handed hitting center fielder. Reached on an infield single in the first inning. Did not play yesterday. He's dealing with some stitches in his face and a sore right shoulder. Strike on the outside corner. Evansville has already plated one 2-out run here tonight after 7 yesterday. The 0-2. That's where, again, Stark wanted it. You know, he wants the hitter to chase, and Sechrist has been right on point with some of these pitches.
Yeah, no, he's been really good. I love the deep breath, relaxing, trying to settle himself in.
Comebacker off of Sechrist, and Amick is going to eat it. Bases are loaded, and Sechrist is waving off the trainer. He says he's all right. We saw this happen to Sechrist a week ago against Southern Miss, a comebacker off the leg. And he was able to stay in the game on Sunday last week.
Just got himself twisted up, and it happens sometimes on the finish. He's unable to get a glove on it. And right here, he's like, stay in the dugout. That did not hurt.
Back to the top of the order in Simon Sherry. Sherry is 0 for 2.
We saw Sechrist settle in a little bit. You know, takes off his hat, takes a deep breath. Right now, he is working real fast. He is feeling really good about how he is throwing the baseball.
Xander Sechrist. He's only given up 2 earned runs in his last 3 starts. And that's a strike. And the run that is scored tonight was unearned. Simon Sherry, who's at the plate, reached on an error back in the first and came around to score. 2-2. Inside. Full count and no place to put him with Schallenberger on deck.
The exact same time of the game yesterday. Evansville woke up. Here we are again. How about the 3-2 slider right there with the bases loaded?
Getting behind the left-hander, this Vols crowd. Runners go, put in play, and Christian Moore will end the inning. Look at that emotion from Sechrist. Evansville leaves him loaded in the 4th. It's 5-1 Tennessee.
Do you have an invention?
The new coach of the Clippers, Doc Rivers.
People act like it's wrong to want fame.
I'm your owner.
You're not my owner.
Are you stupid or something? Don't bring black people to my games.
That can't be true.
What?
No. It's the tape. It's out.
People have a misapprehension of who I am. Don't you agree?
Well, FX's Clipped. Now streaming only on Hulu.
This is Saul. Saul's balls are worth $2 million. That number above his head is Saul's ball valuation. Saul's stats are at all-time high, but some guys at this cookout aren't doing so well. Ever since switching to ball care products from Dr. Squatch, Saul's ball value has been on the rise.
I'm Saul.
Rachel.
Make sure your balls are the most valuable asset in your portfolio with ball-to-ball coverage from Dr. Squatch. It's time to put your balls in our hands.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning here in Knoxville. Tennessee 5, Evansville 1. And let's bring in Wes Carroll, 16 years as head coach of the Aces. And Wes, you were the talk of college baseball yesterday, pulling that big upset, and got a chance to pull another one here tonight. After that emotionally charged game yesterday, how are you able to get the guys focused for the 3rd game here today?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get them going for a chance to
go to Omaha. We just didn't get the quality start that we needed. We found ourselves in the same position that we were in yesterday. You know, we had a chance right there to kind of really fight back into it. We're going to keep grinding it out in the batter's box, and we just need somebody to step up and deliver that barrel for us.
Hey, Coach, you said last night after the game you had just an amazing reception from your alumni and former players. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this has been an incredible experience just for the University of Evansville, all of our alumni, fans, friends and family. Just all their support has been outstanding, and just a place that we can all connect as we made this really great run. And here we are in the final of a super regional with a chance to go to Omaha. It's just really great for the city of Evansville and great for the University of Evansville and our athletic department.
All right, Wes, thank you very much.
Thanks,
Coach.
you.
Wes Carroll. His brother Jamie is also a part of the team, an unpaid assistant. Evansville All-American back in the day, spent 12 years in the big leagues. So it's a real family feel with this Evansville Aces team.
Yeah, Jamie Carroll is who his brother is, long career in the big leagues. Kind of called him director of ops, but we got just basically unpaid assistant.
He does a little of everything. He was bat boy for a game during the Greenville Regional. This is Dalton Bargo to lead it off here for the Vols. Homered in the second inning, right after Dean Curley left the yard. 3 homers for Tennessee in this ball game, all solo shots, just as they did yesterday. This one is cranked left field, and it has a chance. Goodbye, he's done it again. The transfer from Missouri with his second home run. His only 2 at-bats of the Super Regional, and he goes big fly both times.
This is amazing. This is a changeup, left inner part of the plate, but he stays inside of it. Drives it to left field. 2 swings, 2 home runs, only 2 at-bats of the tournament.
That's his second multi-homer game this year, his 8th of the season. There's that ceremonial coat you wear after hitting a home run. And they don't wear it for very long because it's so horrendous looking.
Well, I mean, just a thought.
This one put in play to short. Sherry has to hurry to retire start and get him for the first down.
We talked about Bargo being Omaha West Side. And when you grow up in Omaha, Nebraska, and you're a baseball player, all you want to do, your whole life goal, obviously you want to play Major League Baseball, but you want to get back to the College World Series and play in it. It is, me growing up in Omaha, it was all I wanted to do. And I can imagine how he feels. He's finally getting his shot to put a fingerprint on this game and get this team to Omaha, back home.
You're an Omaha native. Dalton Bargo, an Omaha native. Omaha is another word to heaven for kids who grow up playing college baseball, playing baseball in general.
I went to every game growing up. There was not a day that I didn't go. My dad would drop me off at the ballpark, and I would stay there. They would have a couple double headers. And I just sat there the whole time watching Bob Horner, Barry Bonds, all these great players come through Omaha in the College World Series.
Moore flicks it foul. Protect the play with 2 strikes. Now, you know, we've talked about it the last couple of weekends. For Tony Vitello, he's been leaving that 8-hole open until after batting practice. We essentially can write in everybody in ink, except for that 8 spot on the lineup card. And tonight, Tony went with his gut. He puts in Dalton Bargo, and man, he came up a winner with that decision.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, and it was a lefty-lefty matchup to start the game.
Fly ball that's going to get out of play again.
We had Reese Chapman on game 1, Brad Keylori yesterday in that 8 spot, and then Bargo hasn't even pinch hit. He finally gets his shot.
Look out. Simo has his tower buzz there.
I love that. Look at him. He's right back in the box.
Yeah, and you know, if you're Nick Smith, do you really want to put a stick in the cage with this guy? And now it's 3-2. You make this guy mad, and that could have bad effects.
No, absolutely. You don't want to get somebody to wake him up. You don't want to get him to engage. But I think he came to this game engaged. He was locked in. Home run in the first inning to lead off the game.
9-pitch at bat, at least, for Christian Moore. .31 homers, single season program record. We talked about him needing to rise to the occasion here in Game 3. How about Game 3 at Kentucky this year, back in April? 3 homers, 6 RBIs. Basically took the team on his back. And this is smashed to center. Going back is Rumsey. Looking up, goodbye, home run.
See that he was starting to time up Nick Smith. Smith had him in an 0-2 hole, missed a couple times, threw him a couple fastballs a little bit late. This ball up out of the zone, and he's right on time.
Christian Moore was a shadow of himself yesterday. Today, Simo is back. That's his 5th multi-homer game.
And it was really weird. I mean, it all felt like it happened. He made an error, struck out looking on a questionable pitch, and then Vitello takes him out of the game in Game 1, late in the game. And then Game 2, 0 for 4, couple of walks. Whole different man right now.
2 for 2, a double, single. Run batted in for Blake Burke tonight. Man, this team. 5 home runs tonight. 12 in the Super Regional. Yeah, when we first came into the Super Regional, I thought that there was no chance that Tennessee would touch the all-time record held by LSU in a single season of 188. Now I'm not so sure. Look at this. 26 runs, 12 homers, 7 doubles, 5 singles. And this is mashed to center. Yeah, it looked like Rumsey did not see it. I think Rumsey thought it was going out, and it just lands in front of him. It's a fluke double for Burke. He'll take it. I think everyone in the ballpark thought it was hit harder and further than it was. As it happens, it's a pretty routine fly ball, but Rumsey lost it in the twilight.
You know, I mean, Rumsey is an elite defender in center field, and you can see he's tracking back here, but he gives no indication that he doesn't see the ball. Usually, you'll look for a little bit of help. You put your arms out, and it's a helpless feeling. But the ball off the end of the bat just a bit.
And now Amick runs it over Rumsey again, and this one will sail out over the batter's eye. Mercy. Third home run of the year for Billy Amick. And that one Rumsey watches go over his head. That's the first multi-run homer for Tennessee in the last 2 games. Everything else had been a solo shot up to now. And it's 9-1.
I gotta believe Nick Smith threw 2 innings yesterday, 52 pitches. He has seen these guys. He saw them yesterday in the 9th inning. Comes up, starts facing with Blake Burke in the 2nd inning. He is on fumes. Stuff is way down from yesterday, and if you're not able to locate, these guys are just too good.
You know, they have to stick with Nick Smith. They just need him. And you could see some smiles there on the mound after that visit with Tyler Shipley, the 2nd-year pitching coach for Evansville. They know what they're up against. And
their starter got knocked out yesterday after an inning in the 3rd.
Yeah.
They get an inning in the 3rd out of their starter today. Their bullpen is not deep enough to cover 7 2/3 back-to-back days. Nobody's is in this moment.
Still just 1 out. And Dylan Dreiling. 3 homers in the 4th here for Tennessee. And the Evansville faces crestfallen as they did early in yesterday's ballgame. And I know the deficit is much larger now. It's an 8-run deficit. Their biggest deficit yesterday was 4 runs, but we've seen Evansville come back before. This has popped up. Could be playable here for Brent Witter. Gets turned around a bit, now finds it, and makes the catch. And that's the 2nd out.
I'm sure they're trying to get Nick Smith through this inning, let somebody start with a clean slate in the 5th.
So that's 172 homers now for Tennessee on the season.
They make a deep run in Omaha. They need 16 to tie the 97 LSU team. And these guys have been hitterish all weekend.
That's 25 home runs here in the national tournament for Tennessee. 25. Hunter Ensley, he's 0 for 2 in this ball game. Tennessee has had 6 trips to Omaha. They've never clinched a berth on this field. And walked him. Ensley is aboard with 2 outs. And the youngest Tennessee Vols fan at the ballpark is sleeping through all this mayhem. Hard to believe. Babies could sleep through anything. And that might do it for Nick Smith. Yep. Man, you got to give him some credit. Trying to come back, no rest. And here in the 4th inning, not 1, not 2, but 3 homers and 4 extra base hits. The Evansville fans will give him a nice standing ovation as he walks to the dugout. It all started with Dalton Bargo, his 2nd home run of the night. The DH. And Christian Moore blasting one off the batter's eye. Amick cleared the batter's eye. A couple hitters later. It's all Tennessee right now. It's 9-1.
Known for following your dreams. Known for keeping with tradition. Known for discovering new places. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 17 types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers. One of those cancers is early stage non-small cell lung cancer. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies before surgery when you have early stage lung cancer, which can be removed by surgery, and then continued alone after surgery to help prevent your lung cancer from coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
Tennessee 9-1 over Evansville now, still hitting here in the fourth inning. And Evansville is going to the bullpen for the second time. Jacob Meyer, who we've seen a couple of times in the Super Regional, 13 pitches Friday, 57 yesterday, and he's coming back with no rest.
Yeah, I mean, their bullpen is tapped out. They've been used for the last 2 days to get here.
Runner goes, here's the throw from Horde, and it is, oh, it's not in time, but then sliding over the bag was Ensley. And they're able to slap the tag on him. So that's going to end the inning. Ensley just hydroplaned over the top of the bag. So Tennessee's done in the fourth, but it was a big inning.
That wet turf gets Ensley, does a Superman over the bag.
Smushy butt, mushy cushy tushy butt, eggy butt, drop it on dad's heady butt, stinky butt, put a Huggies on that butt, cause Huggies has more curves and an outstanding active fit. We got you, baby.
Sup?
Who are you?
I'm your inner child. Get in. Listen, what you really need in life is some freaking torque. Oh yeah, man. Horsepower keeps you going, but torque gets you going. Oh, now we're torquing.
I love car puns.
Oh, I know. Power shot.
The Dodge Hornet RT, the totally torqued out crossover.
Get 2 or more favorites for just $6.99.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that choco chippy, dippy, drippy, Papa wingin'. Pair of pizza with your favorite sides for $6.99 each. Papa John's.
For years, they competed against each other. But every 4 years, they take on the world. They represent our schools and our country. We are proud to say, Olympians are made here.
It's an 8-run lead for the #1 national seed as we move to the fifth inning. And a lot of home runs, a lot of runs, a lot of excitement here for Tennessee. Christian Moore seems to be at the top of his game. Their physical and emotional leader. Everything seems all right again on Rocky Top after yesterday getting upset by the Aces. Are they breathing easy right now, Greg, or is it still way too early for Tony Vitello's team?
I think it's still a little bit early. They've seen this Evansville team react offensively and reel in some leads. Now, an 8-run lead's a big ask. And the difference between the last 2 days is Sechrist is on his game.
Yes, he seems
He's
to
got
be.
some defensive help. This thing would be lights out.
Back to Sechrist. He'll run it basically to the bag. Burke is there. And there's one down. Yeah, people seem to be feeding off his energy tonight.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 18, Kent Fugers.
Well, Wes Carroll's bunch earned the 3 seed in the Valley tournament, scored a bunch of runs in the Valley Championship, and then went to East Carolina, won that regional. VCU was there, Wake was there. They did not face Wake, and that boded well. That bodes well when you don't have to face the number 2 seed. That was a really good number 2 seed in Wake Forest. And they're able to get out of there as the number 4 seed with a regional championship and earn a super regional berth for the first time in program history.
That place is one of the toughest places to play, Greenville.
No doubt.
And they went and they beat East Carolina twice. So they're not afraid of the moment, but
Fugers skies one to right. Kavaris Tears lost it, and now he found it.
Look at the defense converge. He gave the hands out like I lost it for a split second. Look, I mean, that's Blake Burke, your first baseman at 240 pounds, is running out to right field.
The first baseman, number 11, Chase Hugg.
This is just awesome. You can see right here, I lost the ball, I lost the ball. And these guys are converging to help out.
Chase Hugg is 1 for 2 tonight. So Sechrist just went through the 2 best hitters in the Evansville lineup here in the 5th, Schallenberger and Fugers. Fugers is 0 for 3 tonight, as is Schallenberger. And those are the 2 guys that have been the most deadly weapons for the Evansville Aces since the start of the Valley tournament. And that is a good sign for Tennessee.
Well, it's a lot like Tennessee's offense. I mean, it's very top heavy. And Sechrist is able to navigate those 2 guys that have been their main guys, Fugers and Schallenberger. And Schallenberger right now is 1 for 11, the super regional.
The 1-2 to Hugg. Called strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Xander. And Tennessee's rolling. And they're trying to roll right into the Big O next week.
This summer's hottest blockbuster isn't a movie. It's a spicy new wrap from Jimmy John's, starring ghost pepper cheese and introducing firecracker chips. The reviews are in. This summer, it's gonna be a hot one. Jimmy John's new firecracker wrap.
Sup?
Who are you?
I'm your inner child. Get in. Listen, horsepower keeps you going, but torque gets you going. Oh, now we're torquing.
The Dodge Hornet RT, the totally torqued out crossover.
The game is changing, but what drives the game never will. What you have inside. It refuses to be ignored. It sweats everything. It turns an athlete into a legend. It demands respect. The game will always change, but it never will. Gatorade, is it in you?
4.5 in the books here in Knoxville. Game 3 of the Knoxville Super Regional. And right now it's 9-1 Tennessee. Trying to punch a ticket to Omaha. Let's bring in Tony Vitello. Tony, after yesterday's loss and the emotional heartbreak that comes along with, a loss like that, what do you say to the guys to get them to flush it and have them come out and start performing the way they're performing tonight?
Well, the vibe I got from that group was they were kind of backyard baseball style. They were wanting to play again, which I don't know. Evansville was on fire. I don't know how that would have worked out, but that was the vibe I got. So it just kind of reminded them with this big gap we have with an 11 a.m. game and a 6 p.m. game, you got to just relax and wait around until it's time to filter down to first pitch. And I think by now our guys are all mature enough to know what their system is in order to do that. We kind of got our normal game day routines. So you kind of leave it in their hands after that.
Hey, Sechrist has been really good, and you really needed somebody to quell this pretty solid Evansville offense, and he's been the man tonight.
Yeah, well, he's competing. You know, he took one off the keister there or somewhere on a ball back to him, and then, you know, we've made a couple mistakes behind him, but that's part of young kid baseball. These guys are younger than they realize they are. So he's competing, which you love. I don't know how you do that.
And there's a C&I single for Kavaris Tears. It just gets right over the glove of Sherry. And another base knock for Tennessee. Getting back to Sechrist, Coach, he took a liner off of his body in the region final a week ago tonight. And after this one happened, he just kind of looked at the trainer and said, no, stay in the dugout. I mean, the guy seems to be just mentally tough.
He really is. He's a hockey fan, and he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So those two things combined, I know several people that are both of those, and you don't come across someone that's not got some toughness if you're fans of both of those things. You know, he's not as physical as some of these offensive guys, but like you said, mentality-wise, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Tony, we appreciate your time. Good luck the rest of the way tonight.
Thanks, okay, Coach. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Tony Vitello. You know, his dad, Greg, is here in attendance. Hall of Fame coach at DeSmet High School in suburban St. Louis. Tony got a lot of his coaching chops from his dad. And he's 78 years old, and he still picks his brain. And even when he doesn't pick his brain, Dad's going to give it an opinion anyway. And it's just a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, it really is. And one of your great questions in our interview before the series started was, what has he given you? What has he handed on to you? And he said, a lot of the phrases that I've used my whole life and that we use in the dugout and that we use on the field all came from him.
That's off the body of Dean Curley. 2 on, nobody out, and guess who's coming to the plate? Dalton Bargo, Mr. 2 swings, 2 homers here tonight. Just chatting with Josh Elander, who's done a terrific job as Tennessee's hitting coach. He's their quote-unquote offensive coordinator.
Yeah, this is a curious conversation because Bargo just walked straight over to him. I would not think in this situation, up 9-1, and the way he's swinging it, that they're discussing a bunt. But in the world that we live in now, and the way Evansville's been unable to be put away, it might be in the realm.
Interesting.
Bargo's got no sacrifice bunts this year.
Takes a strike, no sign of a bunt there. Bargo has been the DH from time to time throughout the season. That was certainly his role at Missouri. Transfers in and has made an impact here in the Super Regional. First one came in inning number 2, right after Dean Curley had left the yard. And this one was in the 4th.
The second one was thoroughly impressive. It was a changeup, inner part of the plate and down. Just stayed inside of it, and you can see the power that he has.
That one fooled him. That's Jacob Meyer. His first strikeout, in fact, first out. Meyer's able to record.
The catcher, number 10, Cal Stark.
Here in the 5th inning. Cal Stark will come up 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Cal Stark has made so many great contributions here in the postseason. And there's another one. Mercy sakes, goodbye home run. That's his 4th home run of the national tournament. And 7 for Tennessee tonight. That's a season high. Three-run homer for the Knoxville native. And Knoxville is a buzz. It's 12-1.
Slider down in the zone. He was hunting it. First pitch swinging. This was another, no doubt, ball off the bat.
And there's the faux fur. He just kind of put it on his shoulder for a second, just to say, yeah, guys, I got it. That was a 10th homer for Cal Stark, so that means 8 guys in double-digit homers for this team. Witter, deep third, low throw, plucked by Hug, and Christian Moore is the second out. 7 homers, that ties a program single-game record and a program postseason record.
I've talked about how prolific this offense has been. And to think about 7 home runs in a game 3 of a super regional is remarkable to me.
And that's hit sharply into right field past McGinnis, who tried to stop it. Taubert's going to have to play it off the wall. Here goes Burke to second again. Flaps down in there, and he's safe. Pretty proud of himself after he dives into the bag. Ended up a little short. But that is the 3rd double tonight for Burke. Let's follow his journey from home plate. Wasn't pretty, but it was effective. And Burke had to go diving back into the bag again. You know,
he's having a little bit of fun.
He is having a lot of fun.
He's been on second base for a couple of these home runs that he's got to stand and watch. You don't usually see somebody do a reverse spin to get back to the bag.
Amick put one over the batter's eyes last time up. Burke is from the Bay Area in California. He's got John Party. He's got the country music as his walk-up song. I said, "Are you as country as you come off?" And he said, "No, I just like that song." I'm from the Oakland area. Swung on and missed. It's 1-2. So 26 home runs now by Tennessee here in the national tournament. Consider this. That is more than 15 Division I teams this season hit all year.
I would put this offense up against any offense in the country.
Lined and right into the glove of Simon Sherry. That'll end the inning. 3 more runs and a 3-run bash by Cal Stark. And Tennessee has scored a dozen tonight.
Someone is killing Jedi. It doesn't make sense. There's no method, no pattern. Who's next?
This is a fight that you will not win.
Let me bring her in.
I didn't do it!
Star Wars: The Acolyte. New episodes Tuesdays, only on Disney+.
What if your body...
This is the most technologically advanced putter ever made. I gave our engineer, Jeff Meyer, a blank sheet of paper, and he worked with Bryson DeChambeau, Dustin Johnson, and he solved 3 problems that most of you didn't even know you had. First, let's talk about your tiny sweet spot. Did you know that even a scratch golfer misses the sweet spot the majority of the time, which means it can leave you up to 6 to 12 inches short of the hole, so it's not your caddy's fault when you leave it short. Second, there's your flat face. If you watch a slow motion camera, the ball skips and skids off your flat face. With our descending loft technology, the ball rolls immediately off the face of the putter. Third, there's your flimsy shaft. With our completely stable anti-vibration shaft, you roll it true every single time.
Go to LAGolf.com now and try the most technologically advanced putter ever made risk-free for 30 days. And for a limited time, when you buy any LA Golf putter, you'll receive this GPS golf speaker from Rad Golf free. Just enter the promo code RAD. Go to LAGolf.com and buy your new putter today.
Tony Vitello describes Xander Sechrist as quirky, a quirky lefty. I mean, he chews tons of bubble gum during the game. He's always adjusting his hat. However you want to describe him, tonight you got to describe him as sharp.
He is lights out right now. He's been working bottom of the zone with the fastball, using that sweepy slider behind in the count. His changeup has been flawless, located down and away, getting soft contact, soft outs.
Tony told us as we were preparing for the Super Regional, as Brent Witter leads off here for Evansville and sends one to short left. Dreiling will trot in and make the catch for the first out here, the sixth. He was telling us that Xander, when he was 2 years old, broke his arm. He was on course to being a righty, but broke his right arm. He was in a cast for a long time at that critical time of development, and that's why he's a left-hander.
I mean, having boys myself, there is a lot to the fact that you're trying to figure out how to tie the boy's right arm up so he becomes left-handed. You don't want to break their arm, obviously, but sure worked out good for Xander.
Yeah, it was kind of a fortunate accident. One strike to McGinnis. That's a strike. It's 0-2 to Cal, who's got a hit in 2 trips. We're stranded at third in the 4th inning, and that's really the last time Evansville mounted a threat. Left the bases loaded. Comebacker. And this could be a tough play. Knocked down by Curley, but that's going to be a base hit. Second hit for McGinnis. He continues to have an outstanding tournament.
Seeing eye ground ball, Curley made a nice effort, but I think a little bit of that wet turf, he kept sliding. He couldn't put the brakes on to get a little bit of a pop-up slide to make a throw.
Here's big Brendan Horde. Graduate student from Lexington, Kentucky. 3rd year at Evansville, transferred in from the Kentucky Wildcats. He was 1 for 18 in the NCAA tournament before that 2-run homer yesterday in the 6th. Over the top of the foul pole in left, and it was so high that they had time at home plate to have a conversation about whether it was going to stay fair or go foul. I'm not making this up, he told me this before the game. He and Cal Stark were going back and forth on whether it was staying fair.
I thought that ball was so far foul, and I asked Coach Vitello about it before the game. I was like, have you ever seen a ball come back that far? It looked like it came back 15 yards left to right, which a righty cannot put that spin on the baseball. I had given up on it. The pitcher for Tennessee was walking up to get a baseball, which you don't do after a home run.
They had it back and forth because it was
that
so high.
That long, yeah. That's fair. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
2-2 to Horde. That was his 9th home run of the year, and it was a big one. He also hit 3 homers in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. He's had a good postseason. He's caught every game of the postseason.
Coach Carroll felt like all that catching has really worn his legs down.
Yep.
His batting average has plummeted a bit over this tournament. You kind of feel like some of these Evansville guys, these 5th-year guys, these redshirt seniors, are starting to feel the end of the career coming up.
Horde goes down on strike. Xander Sechrist continues to mow him down.
Slider down and away, out of the zone. And Horde's just trying to do some damage and get something started.
Strikeout number 6 for Sechrist. And he's approaching the century mark here in pitches.
Probably carve off about 15 pitches, maybe 20, if the defense had been flawless behind him.
Yeah, the one run that is on the scoreboard for Evansville, unearned. First ball put in play of the ball game, an error by Dean Curley at short led to Simon Sherry getting on, and Witter brought him in a few batters later. Nice play by Amick at third, and that's the inning. Evansville strands one here in the 6th inning. 5.5 in the books. It's an 11-run Tennessee lead.
Known as a passionate artist, known for loving the outdoors, known for getting everyone together. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer, FDA approved for 17 types of cancer, including certain early-stage cancers. One of those cancers is triple-negative breast cancer. Keytruda may be used with chemotherapy medicines as treatment before surgery and then continued alone after surgery when you have early-stage breast cancer and are at high risk of it coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
College World Series starts on Friday, 2 Eastern on ESPN. We know that Florida State is in, and they await the winner of this Super Regional here in Knoxville. Ryan O'Connor's Virginia Cavaliers going back to Omaha. North Carolina, what a year. What a season for Honeycutt. That kid is a baller. And North Carolina's in the College World Series. How about Florida today? 2-run walk-off single by Michael Robertson. The Gators are going back to the promised land. Your hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, Greg Olson. And you and I saw Florida, in fact, 2 months ago tonight. And at that time, the Gators were in shambles, and now they're going to the CWS again.
They barely made it into the tournament, and they're going back to Omaha. The job Kevin O'Sullivan has done with that team. It's a young bullpen, and he's been able to string them along, got into the tournament. They are talented.
Jacob Meyer dealing here to Dreiling to lead it off for Tennessee in the 6th. There's only been 1 inning that Tennessee hasn't scored a run. Only 1 inning that a ball hasn't left the yard, and that was the 3rd inning when they went 1-2-3 against Nick Smith. The starting pitcher tonight was Kevin Reed, a freshman. He was asked to.
He was opening.
Yeah, he was opening, so to speak, and it just didn't go that well. Nick Smith came in. Kind of the same story. Did have that 1 shutdown inning, and now Jacob Meyer, as it is a threadbare pitching staff for Evansville.
Yeah, everybody at home needs to understand these guys have pitched all 3 games. Nick Smith was supposed to be the Sunday starter. He throws 2 innings yesterday trying to finish the game. Jacob Meyer throws 1 inning on Friday night He goes 3 2/3 and 57 pitches yesterday. There's only a couple of arms left.
Wes Carroll cleaning off those glasses. He couldn't believe what he saw yesterday. His team came back 4 runs down early after giving up 3 home runs right away in the first inning. And they beat Tennessee 10-8 to force this third and deciding game. And did that hit him? It doesn't matter. It was ball 4. And Dylan Dreiling is on here. Nobody out in the 6th. So look at this. Home runs tonight. More guys have hit home runs than have not hit homers. Bargo's got 2. Moore's got 2.
Well, and Burks led off every first inning so far until tonight with a home run.
A lot of game left here tonight, and the way this is tracking, Tennessee in Omaha could hit a bunch, and that record that LSU holds for the all-time most home runs in a season could fall. This is hit deep to right to the warning track. It's going to stay in the yard, and Ensley is retired. The first out here in the 6th inning.
Well, that ballpark in Omaha, now if we were talking about them going to Rosenblatt, where that was a bit of a bandbox and it was a game-on offensive show, I'm thinking they're going to break the record. The new ballpark downtown, not quite sure. It's more of a cavern. It's a big old ballpark, and it's tough to get stuff out. But if anybody can do it, I mean, these guys have hit. Every one of their home runs has been an absolute moonshot.
Escobar's tears now. He's 1 for 3, but we're going to get a call to the bullpen. Wes Carroll coming out. He's going to make another pitching change. Yeah, he's going to shake Jacob Meyer's hand and say, thanks for your service. Thanks for giving us work for the 3rd game in a row. Pitching change in Knoxville. Back in a moment.
Hi, guys.
Bill, you look great.
Now that I have Inspire, I'm free from struggling with the mask and the hose.
Inspire?
Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with a click of this button.
Where you going?
I'm going to get Inspire.
Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
This summer's hottest blockbuster isn't a movie. It's a spicy new wrap from Jimmy John's, starring ghost pepper cheese and introducing firecracker chips. The reviews are in. This summer, it's gonna be a hot one. Jimmy John's new firecracker wrap.
The game is changing, but what drives the game never will. What you have inside.
Takes it.
Gatorade. Is it in you?
Sup?
Who are you?
I'm your inner child. Get in. Listen, what you really need in life is some freaking torque. Oh yeah, man. Horsepower keeps you going, but torque gets you going. Oh, now we're torquing.
I love car puns.
Oh, I know. Power shot.
The Dodge Hornet RT, the totally torqued out crossover.
This summer's hottest blockbuster isn't a movie. It's a spicy new wrap from Jimmy John's, starring ghost pepper cheese and introducing firecracker chips. The reviews are in. This summer, it's gonna be a hot one. Jimmy John's new firecracker wrap.
Welcome back to Knoxville and the NCAA Baseball Super Regionals presented by Capital One. It's been all Tennessee since the 2nd inning. Jacob Meyer just taken out of the ball game. Senior was asked to do a lot this weekend. Pitched in all 3 games. His career, he knows, as an Evansville ace is over, and some tears shed as he went to the dugout.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where you don't know if you're ever going to pitch in a competitive ball game again. And it's hard to go through, hard to deal with. And you hate going out like he did right there, where he was on flat fumes, just trying to get a couple outs, a couple innings in, and help his team out and help keep his team competitive.
Max Hansman also making another appearance here in their Super Regional.
Got an inning of work in yesterday, threw well, couple of walks, couple of strikeouts in 6th inning. He ended up finishing off that game last week against East Carolina in the deciding game. 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts.
Two 2-0 to Kavaris Tears, who singled and scored in the 5th. It's only the 8th time that a team from the Valley, the Missouri Valley Conference, has reached the Supers. Only the 4th time Evansville has been in an NCAA tournament. And this has been a breakthrough year, a remarkable year. And West Carroll has been able to take advantage of the current roster situation with, getting some extra COVID years for some of these guys as Tears walks. So 2 on, 1 out, and that'll bring up Dean Curley. And I mean, who knows when you're going to have a veteran roster like this again. And West Carroll said, hey, I'm just enjoying this ride. I may not have 22, 23, and 24-year-olds like I have now ever again.
In the day that we're living in the transfer portal,
right,
where the bigger teams are coming in and raiding the mid-majors, to have a team this old, 5 grad students, 1 redshirt senior, 5th-year senior, 5 other seniors. This is about as old a team as there is.
Curley to right field. Harrison Taubert will get underneath it, make the catch, and they're 2 down.
But he said we might be down for a year or 2 after this, because we're losing so many at bats, so many innings pitched.
Be understandable. They're at 39 wins, their most in a single season in 18 years. Dalton Bargo again. He struck out his last time up, but he has homered twice. This will end the inning. So Tennessee goes quietly in the 6th. They strand 2. We have played 6. 12-1 Volunteers, inching closer to Omaha.
Ordering the same pizza from the same place and getting the same pizza from the same place? But wait, there's Marco's. Marco's makes fresh dough every day at every store. Try the Pepperoni Magnifico with classic and crispy cupped pepperoni, just $9.99. But wait, there's Marco's.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I have a delivery for Athena.
You know any Athena? I don't know any Athena.
Twist on it?
Yeah. Cream on the right, we'll let him in.
Oh, welcome to Troy.
Open the game. Thank you.
What if your body...
Let's go!
Clippers have never won a championship. People say the franchise is cursed. But everybody knows the problem. We got a bad boss.
The players loved me.
We literally hate you. If he comes here, there will be a riot. I'm your owner. You're not my owner. It's my world.
FX's Clipped, now streaming only on Hulu.
A high fly ball. It is gone. A monster shot into left field. This game is tied.
What a night for Xander Sechrist, and he's going to pitch the 7th, at least to start here. 6 innings, no earned runs. 6 hits, and they're going to let him go over the century mark. And Tennessee's hoping the next time that they see him take the mound, it's in Omaha.
Well, the century mark is just what we put on baseball now, watching the pitch counts. Shouldn't be a huge deal. He is going out, and we talked about it in between innings. There has not been a whole lot of stress. And the only stress that's been put on him has been when his defense has let him down.
And that was early. It was right away in the 1st inning. First ball put in play by Simon Sherry. Led to the only run for Evansville. It was unearned. And so Xander Sechrist now, as this is hit to the right side, right at Christian Moore. Sechrist has gone 4 starts now and has only given up 2 earned runs, including tonight. So over the weekend, Chris Stamos started. Of course, he's an opener for A.J. Kazi, and Kazi was fabulous in game 1. Drew Beam wasn't great. It wasn't vintage Drew Beam. 4 2/3, gave up 5 before leaving. And tonight, Sechrist has really been the capper.
He has been so good. And you got this guy coming in on a game 3. And that was it. They wanted to get him his career high of 6 1/3 innings. Matches his season-long pitch count outing at 102 against Georgia almost 2 months ago. I also got to believe Coach Vitello just wants to give him the ovation that he deserves.
Well, he's going to get it
from the crowd.
Going to pick up his 4th win, barring something unforeseen here late.
His next start will be in Omaha, Nebraska.
Listen to this cheer from the fans on Rocky Top.
Known for nights to remember. Known for creating memories. Known for strong family ties. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 17 types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers. One of those cancers is a kind of bladder and urinary tract cancer called advanced urothelial cancer. Keytruda may be used with the medicine enfortumab vedotin in adults when your bladder or urinary tract cancer has spread or cannot be removed by surgery.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
Last appearance at Lindsey Nelson Stadium for Xander Sechrist, and it's one he will never forget. The senior from Buford, Georgia, in line for his 4th win. And a ton of hugs, a ton of high fives. There's Kirby Connell being Kirby Connell. And now Nate Snead comes on. And Simon Sherry fouls off the first pitch. So this serves 2 purposes. Tony Vitello, after that out, is able to give Xander Sechrist his curtain call, and he's able to bring in Nate Snead to get him back on track. Because yesterday was not a great outing by Nate Snead.
No, he struggled, came out for 1 inning, got out of a jam, and then the next inning he could not get himself out of the inning. Through 1 inning, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, no strikeouts. I really feel like his first guy that he saw took his 99-mile-an-hour fastball right back up the box into center field, and it kind of rattled him. His velocity was down from 97 to 93 the next inning.
Oh, look out. Simon Sherry I don't know if that was because the turf is still wet down there. I doubt it. He's just swinging out of his shoes against Nate Snead, who can sometimes touch 100.
That's the wet turf. Trying to do a lot with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
Wow, that's vintage Nate Snead right there. Blasted by Sherry. 2 down.
'98. A little cut fastball. Doesn't do a whole lot. That one's at 92. High end arm.
Mark Schallenberger trying to salvage his super regional. It has not been typical Mark Schallenberger. 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. Just 1 hit on the weekend. Struck out 7 times in the 3 games, and that's after he was absolutely terrific in the regional and hit the biggest home run in program history last Monday. The region final against ECU. Christian Moore ends the inning. It is stretch time here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. The Volunteers large and in charge.
This summer's hottest blockbuster isn't a movie. It's a spicy new wrap from Jimmy John's, starring ghost pepper cheese and introducing firecracker chips. The reviews are in. This summer, it's gonna be a hot one. Jimmy John's new firecracker wrap.
These days, everyone's staring at screens and watching their spending. Good vision is more important than ever, but so is saving. That's why America's Best includes a free eye exam when you buy 2 pairs of glasses for just $79.95. Book an exam online today.
All new Subway wraps are packed with delicious ingredients and a pillowy lavash wrap. Finally, a refreshing lunch that tastes amazing.
Perfect for pro athletes like me, right?
Can I finish? Try all new wraps from Subway today.
Welcome to Fandom 101. The only feeling better than going yard in front of thousands of screaming fans? Being one of those screaming fans. It's all part of the curriculum. The NCAA Men's College World Series, June in Omaha, Nebraska. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your tickets today at ncaa.com/MCWS. Class dismissed.
Our Capital One rewarding performance, you count them with us here. All 7 home runs for the Tennessee Volunteers. Couple of multi-home run game performances. Christian Moore, Dalton Bargo. This is the 6th 7-home run game in Tennessee program history. And what a great time to do something like this, because we talked about it before, Greg Olson. Losing as the #1 national seed to Notre Dame a couple of years, that's not good. It's not good. You lose to an Evansville program, a #4 seed from the regional, just 2 years later. That might be unforgivable.
That's going to put a mark on your program. Absolutely agree. And these guys were a little tense starting out the game. It was a sloppy infield. And I was curious to see how it was going to come out. And it came out with Christian Moore starting the game off with a home run. And after that, it's been the floodgates have opened.
Cal Stark to lead it off. He homered in the 5th inning. Tony Vitello thinks that someone's going to sign this guy as a free agent, give him a chance to play pro ball because he's such a good defensive catcher. And boy, he has really had the home run knack as of late in the postseason.
He had 2 home runs in the region final. really has worked hard on getting his swing. If he can get his swing and get some offense to go with that defensive production.
Now he's going to go down looking here. Brendan Horde has to throw down to first. So 7 more homers tonight. That's 173 on the year, so 15 shy of LSU from 1997. Well, it's looking pretty good that they're going to get to Omaha and have more opportunities. You think this is attainable, Greg Olson?
It's going to be interesting. I mean, these bats can leave the yard. Omaha is more of a pitcher's park. We've seen low scores there for years. That's going to be the key. I mean, like I said, if they were playing at Rosenblatt, which was a bandbox, which I played at, everybody goes out there. And it's going to be a 20-15 score if they're playing Florida State with both of these offenses.
Moore homered in the first, did it again in the fourth. He's got 32 on the year now and 71 runs batted in.
You've said it, and we've said it already enough today, but the difference between today and yesterday in SEMO is unbelievable. He's really kind of dragging around, didn't do a whole lot, went 0 for 4. And today he announced that he was fully here with that home run to start the game off.
5th SEC player with a 30 home run season. Condon and Caglione have done it this year, Georgia and Florida respectively. And so SEMO's going to walk down to first base with 1 out. And here comes Blake Burke. Since Tony Vitello came to Rocky Top and turned this program around, attendance numbers have gone one direction, and that's up. Look at that. In 2019, they were drawing under 2,000 fans per game. Average attendance this year over 5,200. Tonight, just shy of 6,500. And game 1 of this Super Regional set an attendance record over 6,500.
It's standing room only. They are packed 4 deep, standing in the walkways.
Burke has 3 doubles to his credit tonight, plus a single. And this place will hold more fans next year. They are going to rip out this press box as soon as the Super Regional is done. They are going to put in more seats, some more fan-friendly amenities. I don't think they're going to start tonight. I think it's too late for the backhoes to go to work, but they're poised and ready. See?
If they do, I want to figure out how they're going to get this press box off.
Oh, look out. This might be another one. Deep left field. Back, and it is caught on the warning track by Schallenberger. Well, Burke made a bid opposite field, but Schallenberger draws it in for the second out.
You know who he reminds me of? And it just came to me. It's Chris Davis, the old Oriole first baseman. Same swing, same body type.
Yeah.
And you saw what Chris Davis did for a couple years with 50 home runs. I can see Blake Burke with that smooth swing having a big major league career.
Billy Amick has single-handedly introduced a new generation to Billy Squires music. Nobody that's, I don't know, under the age of 40 remembers Billy Squires, I don't think. I mean, they've heard that song 1,000 times, but now it's very popular around these parts.
Everybody listens to 80s music.
Everybody that you and I know that's our age, yes.
All my kids do. I think it's bigger than you think. But yeah, no, he's brought Billy Squires fully into Knoxville.
Two-run homer for Amick tonight. That was in the 4th inning. Squires has not had a plate appearance tonight. 12-1 Tennessee. Win tonight, they're on to Omaha.
Nice pick by Horde behind the plate.
Yesterday was only the 4th home loss for Tennessee. And the crowd's a big reason why. Down the line and slicing foul. I mean, the energy that's in this building when Tennessee takes the field it's palpable. They're 39-4 at home. Ole Miss, Georgia, and believe it or not, Lipscomb are the only other losses besides the one yesterday to Evansville. And they haven't lost 2 in a row at home since early April of 2023. So on top of everything else, that was working against Evansville tonight. Ground ball left side. Witter. No, they're going to call him safe. Hug pulled his foot off the bag. Now, Amick really does run well. So now 2 on 2 out.
12-1 game. Billy Amick is flying down the line. He's smelling an infield hit. Throw a little bit up the line. Hug looked like he was trying to avoid the contact.
Yeah, they're going to give him a hit. Scored a hit for Amick. Two on, 2 out. Swing and a miss from Dylan Dreiling. Dreiling is hitless tonight, 0 for 3 with a walk. So he'd like to join the party before the night ends. Dreiling, of course, homered in his first at bat yesterday. He's had a really good sophomore year. And here's another guy that is going to hear his name called at some point, most likely in the draft. And you know, there are a lot of pieces that Tony Vitello is going to have to replace next year too, because the draft is going to rip a lot of guys from it.
Yeah, no, he's gonna have to replace top part of this order. But it's become, for Tennessee, it's just become a rinse and repeat, start over the next year and load up with dudes all over the field.
And the transfer portal has changed everything. That's how he got Amick. 2 and 2. Moore at second, Amick at first. Hansman's 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and that's the end of the inning. We're done in the 7th, on to the 8th here in Knoxville.
And the celebration is on. Get ready, Omaha.
What's up?
Who are you?
I'm your inner child. Get in. Listen, what you really need in life is some freaking torque. Oh yeah, man. Horsepower keeps you going, but torque gets you going. Oh, now we're torquing.
I love car puns.
Oh, I know. Power shot.
The Dodge Hornet RT, the totally torqued out crossover.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness, the urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousness. We have everything you want, and some things you didn't even know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
When the hand is raised, you'll realize that this sport is so much more.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCAA consent is prohibited.
Todd Helton, College Baseball Hall of Famer. Well, next month, he's going to be inducted into the Major League Hall of Fame. Drafted 8th overall by Colorado. His number 3 retired here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium by the Volunteers. And what a career he had with the Rockies. Played all 17 years in Colorado.
Just a great player. Going to be the second SEC player to go into Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Actually pitched here at Tennessee as well. He wore me out, Clay. I could not get him out. He was one of those guys I did not look forward to when he came up in the middle of the lineup.
Nate Snead. Blowing it past Kip Fugers to start the 8th inning. Now The Ultimate Fighter, the next episode premieres Tuesday, 10 Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Deportes. New episode every Tuesday, available immediately following on ESPN+. I misspoke earlier. Tennessee clinched berth to the Supers in 2021. That was an oversight. Obviously, nobody notices that stuff, so I am correcting myself. I apologize. But a chance to do it here again. Again, Chase Hugg 1 for 3 tonight.
What a difference a day made for Semo. What a difference a day made for Snead. This is the Snead that we expected to see yesterday, and he was just off of his game, and today he is back to being lights out.
You and I are baseball fans. We try to be complimentary of these teams when we cover them, and
yeah,
Evansville. It's been easy. I think for Tennessee, it's really easy, and that's what this time of year is about. It's about a celebration of college baseball, and that's what I think we try to do. And this has been a lot of fun here tonight. It's been a lot of fun throughout this national tournament.
Well, I mean, the atmosphere and the way that college baseball is now viewed, and the super regionals all being televised, and it's so much fun for me to watch because I love the college baseball game. For me, it's almost baseball at its purest form. And the men that you get to meet in our jobs, I'd never met Wes Carroll before. I have done Tennessee games before, so I've known Coach Vitello. It's just a pleasure for me to get to meet these men that are shaping the young men of our future.
3-2 to Hugg, and Snead lost him. Look how much television coverage has changed since you were playing. I mean, how many college baseball games that you played in at Auburn were televised?
We had one.
Every year?
No.
Or just one total in your career?
Yeah,
Auburn.
one total. I mean, it's actually a great story. We didn't have a press box at Auburn back in 1986, my freshman year. Well, I am playing with the Heisman Trophy winner the year before in Bo Jackson. So ESPN comes in and wants to televise our game against Kentucky on a Friday night in a very rare occurrence. And so Auburn puts basically a trailer up on hitches, and that's the press box for the night. Well, Bo Jackson was ruled ineligible about 3 weeks prior to our game. ESPN didn't change anything up, so we had one televised game in my career.
This could be 2, and it's off the glove of Burke at first. Almost had a double play. Burke was stretching. And it just got off the top of his glove as he reached out for it. So Lindsey Nelson Stadium, this is going to all be gone next year. And for the season opener of 2025, they're going to have a new press box built where this one used to exist. It's amazing that they're going to get that done that fast.
Yeah, with suites and everything else, and I'm still trying to figure out how they're going to make that happen. Pull this thing off of the bricks below us without damaging the stadium, but
we've got some renderings here. So Lindsey Nelson Stadium, for all you Vols fans who have season tickets, this is what you get to look forward to in 2025. That is beautiful.
They're just keeping up with the Joneses. What Mississippi State has done. Auburn's working on a new stadium. Kentucky's doing something, so you got to keep up with the SEC. Looks like it's going to be amazing.
Making a pitching change here at Lindsey Nelson. Nate Snead is done. And we will take a break and step aside. Tennessee 12, Evansville 1 with 2 outs here in the air.
Get 2 or more favorites for just $6.99.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that choco chippy, dippy, drippy, Papa wingin'. Pair of pizza with your favorite sides for $6.99 each. Papa John's.
These days, everyone's staring at screens and watching their spending. Good vision is more important than ever, but so is saving. That's why America's Best includes a free eye exam when you buy 2 pairs of glasses for just $79.95. Book an exam online today.
I have a delivery for Athena.
You know any Athena? I don't know any Athena. Twist on it? Yeah. Cream on the right, we let him in. Oh! Welcome to Troy! Open the game!
Thank you.
Your calling. Some people find theirs at an early age, others later in life. Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything into every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Now during the Ram Make This the Summer event, get $1,000 cash allowance, plus finance, and get no monthly payments for 90 days on the purchase of most 2025 Ram 1500 trucks.
The NCAA Baseball Super Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Back here in Knoxville, and a reminder, Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final tomorrow night, 8 Eastern on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus with the Panthers up 1-0 after their shutout win Saturday night. Coverage begins with The Point at 7 on ESPN2. Dylan Loy coming in now for Tennessee. Freshman left-hander.
Loy threw really well in the SEC tournament. 4 2/3, 2 hits, no runs against LSU. Fastball's 88 to 91, sliders upper 70s. He'll feature a curveball on a very rare occasion.
Come in with 2 out here in the 8th inning. As the Volunteers now just 4 defensive outs away from a trip to Omaha. For the 3rd time in 4 years. Cal McInnes has a couple of base hits tonight. Flew out his first time up. Loy's first pitch is a strike.
In a 6 for 10, 2 home runs, had a home run each of the first 2 games.
Nothing at 2.
That's a tough matchup right there. Loy's sweeping slider starts off almost at McInnes. It ends up on the outside part of the plate. You can see Stark behind the plate, tell him to breathe. Take a deep breath and then throw this pitch. I love Stark's effort, the work that he's putting in right now behind the plate, really getting Loy through this. You can see him fist pumping, telling him to breathe. There it is right there. Take a deep breath. Now come at me. Just gives you so much confidence, Clay, when your catcher's back there and you know that he is completely locked in and engaged. And giving you those fist pumps. Hey, great pitch. Hey, stay with me, work with me, come at me right here.
It's all about building confidence for this pitching staff going into Omaha. Yesterday, the bullpen wasn't great. He's gone really well tonight. 1-2, fouled off. In Florida State, awaiting the winner of their Super Regional, which starts this coming Friday, all the festivities in Omaha. And of course, Link Jarrett, ironically, is the head coach of the Seminoles. He's the coach at Notre Dame 2 years ago, so chance for redemption there as well, perhaps, for Tennessee.
McGinnis putting together quite a good at bat, spoiled a couple good sliders. He's just been so locked in.
Just 6 total hits tonight for Evansville. They've left 7 on.
He knows this is his last at bat of the season, and he's not going to go down without a fight.
The 1-2 toward the gap in left center. Long run for Dreiling, and he is going to reach up and make the catch. Evansville is done in the 8th.
For Evansville in the 8th, no runs for his career. 1 left on base.
What's a Walt Disney World thrill feel like? It's like...
Howdy, partners!
And like... And also like... And it feels even better together.
And check this out. You can thrill with this special 4-day 4-park magic ticket offer. Visit DisneyWorld.com/4parkmagic to learn more.
Disney thrills us like...
This summer's hottest blockbuster isn't a movie. It's a spicy new wrap from Jimmy John's, starring ghost pepper cheese and introducing firecracker chips. The reviews are in. This summer, it's gonna be a hot one. Jimmy John's new firecracker wrap.
The game is changing, but what drives the game never will. What you have inside. It refuses to be ignored. It sweats everything. It turns an athlete into a legend. It demands respect. The game will always change, but it never will. Gatorade, is it in you?
Get 2 or more favorites for just $6.99.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth-watering. Give me that choco chippy, dippy, drippy, Papa wingin'. Pair of pizza with your favorite sides for $6.99 each. Papa John's.
Looking forward to the College World Series back on the networks of ESPN again. Florida's in. Kentucky and Oregon State underway. Kentucky trying to get a trip to Omaha for the first time. The only program in the SEC that's never been to the College World Series. That could happen here tonight. Georgia got even today. And Texas A&M, Oregon. Oregon leading 8-4 in the 6th. That could potentially be going to a third game. We've got Kentucky, Oregon State coming up right here on ESPNU as soon as we are done in Knoxville. And Tennessee hitting here in the 8th inning. Leading 12-1. New pitcher for Evansville. Jace Christine, another veteran left-hander. 1-0 on the year with an ERA just under 7. Ground ball to short. Off the bat of Ensley, and he's out.
He's going to feature a slider 64% of the time. That was the pitch that we just saw for that first out. Fastball about 25% of the time. That's going to be about 82 to 84. Got a little bit of work in the regional last week.
Tears is 1 for 3 with a walk. Single to lead off the 5th and scored. This Tennessee offense just came out on fire. Running the first and a homer by Moore, and then in the second, they started blowing the doors off of Evansville. 4 runs in the second, a couple of homers. 4 runs in the 4th, 3 home runs in that inning. And 3 more runs in the 5th, a homer by Cal Stark.
Tears has been a little quiet this regional. 2 for 10, couple of singles, couple of RBIs yesterday. And he's starting to time up this slider.
Swung on and missed. Racine gets the second out on a strikeout of Tears. Tears' biggest contribution, in my opinion, came last weekend. That 3-run homer in the region final against Southern Miss really changed the feel of that game. They were down 3-2 at the time, and Tears gave the team a lift when they needed it.
Yeah, no, and he had a really big SEC tournament. 318, double home run, 5 RBI, had 5 RBI last weekend. It's just been a quiet 3 games here.
2 outs for Curley. Curley homered his first time up back in the second inning. That gives him a dozen on the year. One of the 8 Volunteers with double-digit homers. Due up in the 9th for Evansville, 7, 8, and 9. Horde, Taubert, and Rumsey. What a year it's been for the Evansville Purple Aces.
I mean, these fans are still locked in. They're moaning about that 2-0 slider catching the bottom of the zone.
Hey, they're Tennessee Vols fans. They're into every pitch. Now it's 2-2 to Curley. She's been cheering every pitch as well for Evansville. Even though they're down 11, she hasn't given up hope.
No, she's still going. Feel bad for the guy sitting behind her.
He doesn't look happy, does he?
Like he's looking at his wife going, is she going to do this really the whole game?
Bless his heart. Tag to center. Rumsey is there, and he makes the catch. Last chance for Evansville. Coming up in the 9th. Back in Knoxville in a moment.
For years, they competed against each other. But every 4 years, they take on the world. They represent our schools and our country. We are proud to say, Olympians are made here.
The new coach of the Clippers, Doc Rivers.
People act like it's wrong to want fame.
I'm your owner.
You're not my owner.
Are you stupid or something? Don't bring black people to my games.
That can't be true.
What? No.
It's the tape. It's out. People have a misapprehension of who I am. Don't you agree?
Well,
FX's Clipped. Now streaming. Only on Hulu.
Throughout humanity's existence, there have been ideas, strides, and accomplishments. Simple changes that redefine everything. For example, this will be the last moment you ever think of soda as being a dirty word. Soda! And that's because this soda, Poppy, has none of the bad stuff. Instead, it has all of the flavor. The future of soda is now, and it's called Poppy.
The NCAA Baseball Super Regionals presented by Capital One. Look at downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. Been a great host the past few days. The #1 national seed 3 outs away from a 7th trip to the College World Series in Omaha, and the 3rd time in the last 4 years. And Tony Vitello going to the bullpen to bring out Kirby Connell to make one last appearance in a Volunteers uniform here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. He's a graduate. He's done with his studies here at Tennessee. And what a career he has had.
He's having a great year, 4-1, one of their main lefties. He will pitch all over the game wherever he is needed to get a couple outs. We've already seen him twice in this Super. 2 innings on Friday. Came in for 1 hitter yesterday. He's getting his last outing here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
And starts with a strike to Brendan Horde. Horde is 0 for 3 with a strikeout tonight.
Going to see from Cannell. He's going to be a fastball slider mainly, an occasional changeup to righties. As Carroll is seeing this veteran team.
Got it!
Their last inning of work right here.
1 down. Now Harrison Taubert. And Tony Vitello is going to make another change, it looks like. He wants the curtain call for Kirby.
What a way to finish. End your career here at Tennessee on a punch out.
One of the fan favorites of all time in Tennessee baseball history, Kirby Connell.
What's a Walt Disney World thrill feel like? It's like...
Howdy, partners!
And like... And also like... And it feels even better together. And check this out. You can thrill with this special 4-day, 4-park magic ticket offer. Visit DisneyWorld.com/4parkmagic to learn more. Disney thrills us like...
First, we did the impossible. Then you ate so many of the impossible,
that we completely ran out. And now, they're back! The footlong cookie is back at Subway.
Transform your water and live hydrated. Tear, pour, live more with Liquid IV.
You feel that?
You can't get enough.
The energy, the atmosphere.
This place is going crazy.
That buzz, the undeniable electricity.
Who said that I wasn't running my city? Can't go running right back.
Baby, it's the talk of the town.
You gotta hop.
Grabbing headlines and turning heads.
I just can't get enough.
The best league in the world welcomes a once-in-a-lifetime draft class.
Caitlin Clark. Yeah, you can't get enough.
We plan on putting on a show. The WNBA is back, and we can't get enough. The WNBA on ESPN and ABC, now playing.
One down here in the ninth. Tennessee 2 outs away from the Men's College World Series in Omaha. Marcus Phillips, sophomore from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, trying to get those final 2 outs.
Their high-end arm in the back end of this bullpen. Fastball is going to be 93 to 97. Little cut slider, 86 to 89. Changeup. Has not pitched yet in this Super Regional.
Taubert swings at the first pitch, pops it up behind home plate. Cal Stark does not have a play. Taubert tonight 0 for 3.
Marcus's father, Steve, played football and baseball at Kentucky for 5 years in the New York Yankee chain.
Back up the middle, knocked down by Moore. He's got to hurry. In time, got him. 2 down. And now everybody in Volunteers Orange is going to be coming to their feet.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Ty Rossi.
Ready to send this team to the College World Series. Fly ball. Could do it. Back to Omaha for the 7th time. Tennessee Volunteers took 3 games, but they win the Knoxville Super Regional, wrapping up Game 3 by a final of 12-1. Greg Olson, Tennessee has never won the College World Series. Got close in 1951, lost to Oklahoma in the finals. This might be the best team Tennessee's ever had. We'll see.
This is as complete a college team as I have seen. They had a little bit of bullpen flaw yesterday, but they came out today and were just electric in the biggest moment of the season.
So the Tennessee Volunteers will hook up against Florida State in Omaha. Tennessee will try to get back at Link Jarrett for that Super Regional loss here a couple of years ago. Virginia, North Carolina on the other side of this part of the bracket. An all ACC affair there. The College World Series starts on Friday, 2 Eastern time on ESPN. Coming up next, Kentucky and Oregon State. The Wildcats trying to claim a spot in Omaha as well. We saw 7 home runs tonight and a beautiful outing from Xander Sechrist. for Tennessee. For Greg Olson and our entire crew on Clay Matvick, we hope you enjoyed it. Coming up next, Oregon State and Kentucky from Lexington. So long, everybody.